Alara morire, Ajero morire, Oragun leula morire, Urewa mare jakayo. Morire, Ajero morire, Oragun leula morire, Urewa mare jakayo.
Thank you.
You can have your seat. May we be seated, please. Thank you. Let me first of all acknowledge the Almighty God who made this day possible for all of us to be here, alive and in good health with strength. To him alone be all the glory and adoration. Let me acknowledge the national chairman of our great party, the All Progressive Congress, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, CON, I recognize you. Let me also acknowledge the Chairman, Southwest Governors Forum, who also doubles as the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Thank you for coming. May I also acknowledge my brother governor all the way from Ekiti State, His Excellency Governor Biodun Oyebanji, Governor of Ekiti State. Let me also acknowledge my Deputy Governor, the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olaide Olabiadelami MNI. Let me also acknowledge the former Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, CON. Thank you for joining us here. Let me acknowledge the Speaker, Ondo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Olamide Oladiji. I recognize the Chief Judge of Ondo State, my noble Lord, Justice Olusegun Aiyedatiwa. Let me acknowledge also our leaders of our party. Both of them that are here, they were former governors. Let me recognize Baba Omo Kekeke, the pioneer chairman of our great party, APC, former governor of Osun State, Baba Chief B.C. Akonde. Thank you for gracing this occasion. I recognize you. I would also like to recognize a former governor of Ogun State, Aremo Olusegun Osoba. I recognize you, sir. Let me acknowledge the Honorable Minister for Youth, Honorable Minister Ayo Olawande, and also his colleagues, Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Bumi Tunji Ojo. Let me acknowledge the former Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Alhaji Lasis Oluboyo. I recognize you. Let me also acknowledge the President, Customary Court of Appeal, my Lord Justice Eunice Adirunke Alade. I recognize you. all members of the National Working Committee that are here, the Deputy National Chairman South, Deputy National Chairman North, and all the Vice Chairman of the various zones, Southwest, Northwest, Southeast, Northeast, all of you, you are recognized, all our leaders. Let me also acknowledge the chairman of our party in Ondo State, Engineer Aiyedatiwa. I would like to acknowledge all our senators, distinguished senators that are here. Let me use Distinguished Senator Ni Adegbomire representing the Central Senatorial District of Ondo State. I recognize you, using as a point of contact to all of our distinguished senators that are here. You all have been recognized earlier on, but I just need to mention that in my remarks. Let me also acknowledge the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Prince Segun Omojua, the Head of Service of Ondo State Bureaucracy, Mr. Bayo Phillips, I recognize you. Let me also acknowledge all members of House of Representatives representing the various federal constituencies of Ondo State. I will use Honorable Peter Abiola Makinde, who is representing the good people of Ondo East and Ondo West. And he also doubled as the Director General of Aiyedatiwa Adelami Governorship Campaign for 2024. Honorable Abiola Makinde, you are recognized as a point of contact to all your colleagues in the Federal House of Representatives from Ondo State. Let me also acknowledge all our royal fathers. All of you have been recognized earlier on by the umpire, but I will use the chairman of Ondo State Council of Obas as a point of contact to all of you. His Imperial Majesty Oba Alade Toyinbo Ogunlade Aladelusi Odudu II, the Deji of Akure. Kabiyesi, I recognize you. Let me also acknowledge all our party leaders, both the federal, from the federal and the state. All of you, you are recognized. All the good people of Ondo State, all captains of industry, the MDs of banks, members of the family of Aiyedatiwa and Adelami, you are all recognized. But you might think I have forgotten about the two Her Excellencies. I reserved them for the last. The wife of the Governor of Ondo State, Her Excellency Esther Oluwaseun Aiyedatiwa, you are recognized. And also the wife of the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Her Excellency Mrs. Adelami, you are recognized. All our children that are here with us, we recognize every one of you. The Honorable Commissioner for Justice, also an Attorney General of Ondo State, Dr. Kayode Ajulo, and Honorable Commissioner for Finance, Omoumi Isaac, as a point of contact to all ESCO members who have served with me at one time or the other, and those who have just been given a break. I recognize every one of you. You are here in your large numbers. The gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I begin my address, let me quickly make this remark in commemoration of this inauguration of today. Haven't had a time with the State Advisory Council on Prerogative of Mercy. This administration, on the 24th of December 2024, to consider the list of some convicts deserving of the mercy of the Governor of Ondo State. And on these days, I'm exercising that authority, that power conferred on me, to pardon some convicts who have been sentenced or condemned for various offenses. Today, I'm setting free a total number of 43 of them. 8 convicts, various times having served substantial portion of their sentences, they are recommended for outright release. 15 condemned email for consideration to commute their sentence to terms of imprisonment, and it's starting from, it take effect from the date of the arrest and convict. And all of these 43, which the Honorable Attorney General has the list, and the CJ, 43 of them are hereby pardoned today and acquitted. So today marks another incredible milestone in our democratic journey as a people with shared vision and united for a common purpose. The vision and purpose for greater greatness and brighter future for us, for all our communities, and for our children. It is a great honor and delight for me to stand before you and to address you today, having just taken my oath of office as the 7th democratically elected governor of Ondo State for a dispensation of the next 4 years. This moment signals a chapter in our democracy and collective resolve to take our dear Sunshine State to her rightful place under the sun. I must state with all sense of responsibility that this moment is very pivotal in our history as a people. It is a compelling moment that reminds us of the struggles of the past, the sacrifices of our past leaders and our heroes, and the resilience of our people, the people of Ondo State. In celebrating this significant milestone, I pay glowing tributes to all the founding fathers and former governors of our great state who have contributed immensely to her growth and development over the past 49 years of its creation. Their selfless service, vision, and leadership have laid the groundwork for the progress we all are enjoying today. Permit me to express special gratitude to my immediate predecessor, our visionary leader, the late Arákùnrin Olúwarótìmí Ọdúnayọ̀ Akérédolú, SANCON. Who worked tirelessly to develop our state for about 7 years before he took a glorious bow to join the Saint Triumphant. We must not forget this courageous and personable leader who literally emptied himself in the service of Ondo State and Nigeria, as his legacy continued to inspire us to continue to build upon the foundations he laid. I am particularly indebted to him for choosing me as his deputy and for his public and undisguised prophetic declaration at about this time 4 years ago, particularly on the 24th of February 2021. Just like on this podium 4 years ago, when he was being sworn in for his second term as governor, and my humble self, then as deputy governor. That prophetic declaration must be appreciated for setting the tone for me as his successor to the office of governor. I must say that I'm deeply pained that this great leader who saw tomorrow is not here with us to witness and savor this auspicious occasion, which marks the fulfillment of what God spoke through him. May the gentle soul of Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Odunaya Akeredolu, SANCON, continue to rest in peace. Precisely on Saturday, 16 November 2024, the good people of our Sunshine State came out en masse to exercise their constitutional right of voting leaders who will be their governor and deputy governor for a new dispensation of 4 years on the platform of our great party, the All Progressive Congress, APC. This bold and unequivocal historic act was performed in a peaceful, free, fair, credible, and conclusive election conducted by an impartial umpire, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. In that groundbreaking and unprecedented election, my humble self and my deputy, Dr. Aiyedatiwa and I, were returned as duly elected governor and deputy governor respectively. We must continue to appreciate God for the victory of our great party in all the 18 local government areas of Ondo State, which political enthusiasts across the land have described as 18.0 Pro Max. We therefore wish to express our profound gratitude to the good people of Ondo State, men and women, students and youth, artisans and traders, political and religious leaders, traditional rulers, and other numerous stakeholders who supported our election bids with great enthusiasm for a better Ondo State. From Ilaje, Ondo, through Okitipupa, Irele, to Digbo, Ondo, Ileoluji Okeigbo, Idonre, Ifedore, through Akure to Owo, and Ose to Akoko. Our people, men and women, young and old, sacrifice time, energy, and resources standing on the queue to cast their votes for us. That incredible show of love must never be taken for granted. We remain eternally indebted to you all. Your Excellencies, Kabiyesi's, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that in the last 4 years, part of which I was in the saddle as governor for about 14 months, our administration had been able to restore the confidence of the people in government. Despite the political division and crisis brought about by the sickness and the eventual death of the then governor within the period, we have demonstrated utter commitment to the development and welfare of the people. Our dear Sunshine State has witnessed tremendous progress in infrastructural development, provision of social amenities and public buildings, while we have kept on the front burner the social well-being of the people. We have impacted the state positively in agriculture, health, revenue generation, urban renewal, rural roads, construction, education, employment, investment promotion, and entrepreneurship. We like to assure you that the overwhelming renewed mandate you have freely given to us has further placed on us a huge burden of leadership, and we promise never to rest on our oars. I and my deputy, we make a solemn pledge this day that we shall lead and govern with the fear of God and utmost dedication to the progress of the state. We will prioritize the welfare of our people, particularly most vulnerable among us, that is, the poor, the sick, and the marginalized. My dear people of the Sunshine State, today, with a heart full of gratitude, we have accepted an oath with all humility and sense of responsibility to be your governor and deputy governor. We are indeed in a hurry to justify this fresh mandate entrusted to us. In the next 4 years, we will work with interested investors and our development partners in ensuring that our Port Ondo becomes a reality. We will also facilitate investors to explore our large deposit of bitumen for local use and export purposes, thereby generating huge revenue for the state. This has been the vision and goals of our founding fathers, and we will bring them to reality in our time. There is no doubt that this will not be an easy task, but we are prepared to frontally confront these challenges and succeed. From this day, our state will transit from the redeemed agenda of the last 4 years to a new development policy thrust, Aiyedatiwa, Ondo, which was our electioneering campaign mantra to the people, and which literally translates to our ease. These 7-point pillars shall propel our development agenda for the next 4 years as carefully designed to drive sustainable development and improve quality of life of our people. The various components of our ease are: 1, the O stand for order, security, and rule of law. We shall strengthen the capacity of our security agencies, improve intelligence gathering and sharing, enhance community policing and engagement, and address the root causes of crimes. The ultimate outcome of this component is to ensure that our security agencies respond timely to security concerns and challenges towards ensuring that our state is safe and secure for all citizens, investors, and visitors. We will consolidate on our enviable record as one of the safest and most secure states in Nigeria. We shall continue to uphold the rule of law and promote independent judiciary and efficient administration of justice in our state. Our courts must remain a beacon of hope and justice for the common man. 2, the letter U in R, urban and rural development through agriculture and blue economy. We will improve agricultural productivity, enhance access to markets and credit for farmers, invest in rural infrastructure, and promote the development of the blue economy. We shall be intentional about our urban renewal policy in a manner to instigate influx of more investors. There is no better time than now to unlock and exploit the abundance of economic opportunities around the sea for the benefit of our people. What we will strive to achieve through this pillar is to transform our state into a major agricultural hub and a leading player in the blue economy, creating jobs and stimulating economic growth. The blue economy boasts of diverse components, including established traditional ocean industries such as fisheries, tourism in our beaches, and maritime transport, and also new and emerging activities such as offshore renewable energy, aquaculture, seabed extractive activities, and marine biotechnology and bioprospecting. The Almighty God, through providence, has blessed us with huge ocean resources here in Ondo State. These we shall leverage for economic growth and improve livelihood for good people of Ondo State. We shall provide enabling atmosphere for private citizens and willing investors to promote these marine activities in a sustainable way for the economic prosperity of our dear state. The letter R in our R. Number 3, revolutionary technological advancement and industrialization. We will invest in research and development, enhance access to technology and infrastructures for businesses, promote the development of special economic zones and industrial parks, and encourage entrepreneurship and innovation. This is with a view to repositioning our state as a hub for technological innovation and industrialization, creating new opportunities for businesses and jobs for our citizens, especially the teeming unemployed youth. We shall refocus more on the 5 technical schools in the 3 senatorial districts of the state. These schools will produce reliable, supportive, and mid-level skilled manpower to serve the labor requirement for all categories of industries in the state. Number 4, the E in our E's. The first E is efficient healthcare and socio-economic welfare. We will prioritize investment in healthcare infrastructure, enhance access to quality healthcare services, improve the quality of healthcare services through training and capacity building, and promote health education and awareness. As a deliberate policy, our administration will invest in our social investment scheme to reduce the level of poverty in the state and also to ensure that the most vulnerable in the state are taken care of in order to feel the impact of government. This component of our policy thrust is to ensure that our citizens have access to quality healthcare services and that our state become a model for efficient healthcare delivery. Recently, we have extended the Ondo State Contributory Health Scheme, Oranges, beyond the public servants to accommodate people in the informal sector, such as artisans, traders, market women, farmers, commercial transport operators, and private sector's workers. We hope to consolidate more on this valuable and beneficial health scheme. Number 5, the A in our E's, adequate power and affordable energy. We shall focus on power generation and distribution, promote the use of renewable energy, and enhance access to affordable energy for our citizens. We will ensure that our state has a reliable and efficient power supply, driving economic growth and improving the quality of life for our citizens. We will also work assiduously to ensure that our ongoing independent power plant project at Ore is completed in record time for the benefit of our people. Already, we have launched a program of Aiyedatiwa mass meters, in which our people across the state are being supplied with prepaid meters at government-subsidized rates to enable them enjoy electricity supply and eliminate the incident of overbilling by electricity providers. We are excited at the huge patronage which this scheme is enjoying across the state. We promise to keep the scheme going for the good people of our land. The S stands for Sustainable Infrastructural Development and Tourism. This administration aims to transform our state into a leading tourist destination while promoting sustainable infrastructural development. We intend to achieve this by investing in eco-friendly infrastructure, developing tourist facilities, and promoting cultural heritage preservation. Our focus will be on creating an enabling environment that supports the growth of the tourism sector while ensuring that our infrastructural development is environment-friendly, sustainable, and socially responsible. We shall ensure that all the ongoing infrastructure projects across the 3 senatorial zones of Ondo State are completed within the tenure of our administration. The ultimate outcome of this pillar will be to create thriving tourism industry that generates employment opportunities, stimulates economic growth, and enhances quality of life for our people. We envision a future where our state is renowned for its natural beauty, rich cultural heritage, and warm hospitality. By achieving this vision, we will not only improve the livelihoods of our citizens, but also preserve our cultural identity and protect our environment for future generations. And the last E in our E's, which is education. Education, human capital development, and entrepreneurship. Huge investment in education and skill development shall be prioritized, while also promoting social protection programs and enhancing access to social services for our citizens. We will ensure that our citizens continue to have access to quality education and vocational skills training, enabling them to compete in the global economy and drive economic growth in our dear state. Our administration shall invest more in critical infrastructure in our primary and secondary school, ensuring there are functional libraries and laboratories. We shall equally invest in the human resources in our schools, ensuring that qualified tutors are recruited and are regularly trained from time to time. In addition, we will ensure that our tertiary institutions in the state continue to maintain their height and record as the best state tertiary institution in Nigeria by investing in their critical infrastructure. Our vast army of able, energetic, and willing youths and adults are capable of putting this state on the path of prosperity if properly directed. We shall create conducive environment for them to unleash their potential and talents. To achieve this, therefore, they must be stimulated through employment, capacity building, sports, and income generation. We will promote youth entrepreneurship, encourage innovation, and creative economy among the populace. My fellow citizens, we have no illusion that the task ahead of us is daunting, but we are confident with your continued support, cooperation, and loyalty, we can navigate this journey together. We can overcome any obstacle. We have a duty to pursue your welfare vigorously and to work tirelessly to sustain peace and security, to revitalize our economy, and to cause accelerated infrastructural development of the state. It is imperative to acknowledge the whole aspect of support and goodwill which propel our journey to this point. I therefore wish to express our profound appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander in Armed Forces, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the confidence reposed in us and for his exemplary leadership and unwavering commitment to evolving a new Nigeria, which Ondo State is a subnational. We are particularly delighted and grateful to Mr. President for the ongoing construction of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which is designed to pass through the coastal communities of Ondo State. This road, when completed, is bound to impact heavily on our socio-economic growth in the state. I must also thank the Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, for being ever supportive to our state. I must also thank the National Chairman of our great party, His Excellency Alhaji Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, PhD, CON, and members of the National Working Committee for nurturing our great party to this enviable height where we enjoy the trust and confidence of Nigerians. Our profound appreciation and gratitude also go to my brother governors, especially the Chairman, Southwest Governor, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu also was the chairman of our campaign council during the election. Thanks to the chairman of our great party in Ondo State, Engineer Aiyedatiwa, and members of the State Working Committee, leaders and stakeholders of our party for your tireless efforts at ensuring our victory in the last governorship election. It is no surprise that you also reaffirmed the popularity of our party, All Progressive Congress, by replicating the victory in the recently conducted local government election, which ushered in democratically elected council at the grassroots level. We cannot thank you enough. Let me also thank the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for conducting a credible, free and fair election in our state. You have demonstrated for the opting time that the future is very bright for democracy in Nigeria. I must also thank Ondo State Electoral Body, ODEC, for the local government election that was free, fair, and credible. All our security agencies are well appreciated for their impartial and professional conduct, which enhanced peace and security before, during, and after the 16 November 2024 gubernatorial election, and also during the recent local government election of January 18, 2025. To the people of Ondo State, we thank you once more for trusting us with power and the leadership of the Sunshine State. This is our moment. All of us, the citizens of Ondo State, together we have a chance to make a difference. I therefore urge all residents of Ondo State to work towards this goal. We must strive to eschew violence, promote understanding, and foster a sense of community and shared purpose. We will work tirelessly to ensure that our state becomes a model for sustainable development and good governance. We will be transparent, accountable, responsive to the needs of our people. We shall govern with integrity and with the fear of God. We shall provide a level playing ground for all to maximize their God-given potential, while creating an enabling environment for all to optimize the countless opportunities that are bound in our dear state. Let me assure you that nobody will be discriminated against on account of political, cultural, religious, gender, or ethnic propensities. By the same token, I'd like to appeal to our friends in the opposition parties to join hands with our administration to develop these our dear states. We have no need for unnecessary political distractions which are costing us time, resources, and energies that could be redirected and gainfully utilized for accelerated development of the state. There is room big enough for all of us. I thank you for your continued support and for making this event colorful and memorable. Once again, thank you all for your support and for coming to grace this occasion. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Ondo State. God bless our great party, APC. Thank you for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of Ondo State, His Excellency